Hello, long time no see. Did you miss me? I'm back. We're back, bitches. We are back on the YouTube channel. So I've actually I thought I'd start and kick off this year with how to reset your wardrobe for 2025. I feel like this time of the year is the best time to sort out your wardrobe, have a good old clear out, get rid of all that negative energy, bring in more of that positive energy, because it's that time of year where people are pumped, they're excited, it's a new year, like we want to go, you're just in that positive energy right now where everything, you just want to have a good old clear out, get rid of that negativity. So I thought, let's clear out my wardrobe, and I thought we could do it together and I can help you and give you tips and tricks on how to do your own wardrobe and how to make it clean and tidy for 2025, so we can bring in all that new energy. So I must confess my sins right now, that I never actually changed over my wardrobe from the summer. I know, I'm sorry, I'll probably burn in hell, but I wasn't a very well person, which is also why I've taken time off YouTube, because I wasn't a very well person. So I never actually changed over my wardrobe. So the stuff in my wardrobe right now is currently summer stuff. And I've just been picking out winter stuff from underneath my bed when I just wanted a jumper. So really poor of me, I know, being a personal stylist and everything, not ideal, but I wasn't in the right place to be able to just go and haul my whole entire wardrobe and sort it out, clean it, everything. So, but we are now back, we are in this energy and we're going to clean it. So I currently have all my winter stuff right here in vacuum pack bags. If you don't have any vacuum pack bags, go get them. Amazon, Argos, any place like that, go get them. They're a lifesaver. Use them. And then yeah, I've kind of got my it's like my rail of shame. It's like stuff, obviously winter jumpers and things like that obviously I have been wearing, that I've taken out of these bags, and obviously because I haven't sorted out my wardrobe, they've just been sitting on my rail. So yeah, it's literally the rail of shame right now. So we are going to clear out my whole entire wardrobe and then obviously swap this stuff that's all in my vacuum pack bags with the stuff that's in my wardrobe, and yeah, we'll have a good sort out, clean out, and I will show you how to do it. So yeah, let's get going. So as you can see, it is still pretty much summer vibes in here. I really wish it was, because it's like -5 here right now at the moment and it's ridiculous. So I wish it was a bit summer. So, and then obviously I've got my bags and accessories and things like that there. I keep my coats in my wardrobe all year round anyway, because these are wall coats and I don't want them to get ruined, squashed, eaten. So I do keep mine in my wardrobe all year round. But what we are going to do is we are going to take every single thing out of this wardrobe. The best way to know what exactly is in your wardrobe is just literally taking everything out. Whether your wardrobe is overflowing or anything like that, we want to know what's inside it. And the chances is that you probably have no clue what is inside your wardrobe, because you have just stuffed it full of clothes, or you've repeated the same things, like buying 5 pairs of the same jeans, or like 4 t-shirts that are exactly the same. So that's why we're going to remove absolutely everything. Take it all out, and then we can actually see what we have, whether we want to keep it or not. So that's what we're going to do. So we've officially emptied all out my wardrobe. I've still got my accessories in my bags there, but I'm going to do that in a second. So this is now officially empty. Now, because we're all empty and got a good base, Thing I want you to do is, whether you've got curtain rails or shelves or anything like that, turn them over, because obviously it needs a good, what's the word, not balance, but I can't think of the word. When obviously you turn it around, so it gives it a good, oh, what's the word, I can't think now. Even, makes it even, I guess, maybe that's a good word. Another thing I have is cedar wood. So I've got them hanging up, and I've also got them in the corners of my wardrobe, like these. I just bought them off Amazon, but I have them sitting there so it stops moths or carpet beetles or anything like that from coming into my wardrobe and eating my clothes. Obviously I've got things like wool coats in there, so the last thing I want is for my whole entire coat to be eaten by a bug. So I keep things like that in there. It's always worth having something like that inside your wardrobe. It's going to save your clothes, because when you spend a lot of money on them, you want them safe, you want them great. So something like that, I literally just got them off Amazon, some cedar wood, put them in there, fab, and it's done. So obviously we've taken everything out. So the next step we want to do is actually clean, because how often do you clean your wardrobe? Now I want to be honest, are you looking at me right now with your head like hanging down in shame because you haven't cleaned your wardrobe since your wardrobe probably went up? I don't know, but we always need to make sure that our wardrobes are clean. So I've got my feather duster, if I can find it. I got my feather duster with me. So we're going to do some cleaning, and if not, you can always hoover. That's always a good one. So yeah, so we're going to clean everything now, because we want our wardrobes to be nice and clean, spick and span, and look beautiful. So that's the next step. So go clean your wardrobe. And now we've got beautiful, clean wardrobe, which the next time I'll probably do it is when I actually switch over back from my summer wardrobe. No, back from my winter wardrobe into my summer wardrobe. So that's all nice and clean now. I've done my accessories and that. I've taken them all out, and then I've cleaned them, and then I've put them back, because I did a really big clear out of my bags and accessories not that long ago, so they don't really need to be going through again. So we have now obviously cleaned the wardrobe, and then now we want to tackle all this lot. So when it comes to your clothes, you want to ask yourself some questions when you decide to put your clothes back, because the chances are is that you've probably got outfits in your wardrobe that you said you were going to have, that you were going to slim down to, and then it's never happened and they're just sitting there. You've probably got outfits or clothes in there that don't even fit. You've got probably clothes in there that don't even suit you anymore, that doesn't suit your personality, that you just don't gel with and don't love anymore. So we're going to go through all these, and we're going to ask ourselves those questions. So what I want you to do is grab, obviously, an item of clothing, and then I want you to ask yourself these questions. Does it fit me? If it does, great. If it doesn't, straight away we're getting rid of it, because it doesn't fit you. There's no point in keeping something if it doesn't fit you. Does it suit my body shape? And if you don't know what your body shape is, then you can watch my free masterclass, which I'll put in the description box down below, to find out what your body shape is. And if you don't know what styles suit your body shape, then you can grab my body shape mini course called Killer Confidence, which will also link down below, so you can have a look at that. So yes, does it suit my body shape? And then the last question, oh no, that's not the last question. So the third question I want you to ask yourself is, does it go with 3 things in your wardrobe? We want to get the most out of our clothes, and basically you want a wardrobe that works harder for you and smarter for you. So when it comes to your clothes, I always like to have the 3 rule, that if it goes with 3, it makes 3 different outfits. If your clothes only make 1 outfit, then basically we need to look at your clothes and think there must be some gaps missing, some basics missing, anything like that. But have a look at it now, and if your item of clothing goes with makes 3 different items, then amazing. And then the 4th question I want you to ask yourself is, do you actually love it? Because you could have bought something years ago and at the time you absolutely loved it, it was amazing, you wore it all the time. And then as you've grown, you could have changed, your style could have changed, and you've probably just fallen out of love with it and actually think, no, that could go off to someone else and it could go to a new home. So ask yourself those 4 questions, and I want you to make yourself 3 different piles of a yes, maybe, and a no. So obviously if you say yes to all these questions, then it goes straight into the yes pile. If you have something that's like a put it in the maybe pile, because if you're someone like me who's really ruthless, I will literally go into my wardrobe and I will throw out something that's no longer serving me, that's not for my higher self or anything like that, and it will just go out. Done deal. But I know for some people it can be like sentimental value, or it can mean something to you and you don't really want to get rid of it yet. So put it in the maybe pile, because we can always store it away, and then if you feel the same way in like 6 months time, or I always say if you don't use it within a year, then throw it out. But if you changed your mind in like 6 months, then we can reevaluate and then we can always get rid of it. And then if you say no to any of the questions, all the questions, then it goes definitely in the no pile. And then we can either look at it and think, is this decent enough? Is it in good shape that we can put it on somewhere like Vinted or eBay? Or do we need to go and put it into a clothes bin and give it to charity? Just don't put it in the actual household bin, because it will go to landfill and you will be on my naughty list if you do that. So please don't do that. So yeah, create those 3 piles. There's also another one as well that I want you to consider, is thinking about whether it needs any alterations, or if it needs like sewing up, or anything like that. Make another pile for that, because you can always basically come back to it and just give it a bit of tender love and care if you really love it that much. So make those 3 piles, ask yourself those 4 questions, go through every single item in your wardrobe, and then we'll reevaluate and we'll come back. So do those steps next. So what I will say right now is that everything that is currently sitting on my bed is all my summer clothes. So the things that we want to be asking the question on is what your current season is. So all of my winter stuff, all in my vacuum packs, we pretty much just want to put all the summer stuff away into there, and then we want to get all of the winter stuff out and ask ourselves the questions on the winter stuff, because that is the current season that we are currently in. So I hope that makes sense. Rather than being like, I'm going to go through all my summer stuff, because no, we can do that when the summer comes, and then I can go through all my summer stuff then. Because as well, if you want to sell some stuff on Vinted, that's the perfect time to get rid of it, because people are going to be looking for summer stuff. So I just wanted to iterate that. And then yeah, so I'm going to swap over my summer stuff with my winter stuff and put all my summer stuff away in my vacuum packs, and then we're going to go and ask all the questions for my each individual winter stuff. Amazing. So I've sorted everything out. This is all my yes pile, the things I'm keeping, and this is all my no pile that I will either put in clothes bin or I will sell to Vinted. And then I've got my coats, which I'm keeping there. So you're probably thinking like, oh my god, that pink coat, like what the hell? It just doesn't serve me anymore, and it's just not my style anymore. I like the whole muted, like neutral tones a bit now. In the summer, like don't get me wrong, I love my reds. Like I'm obsessed with red. I wear red obviously in the winter as well. But other bright colours, it's just not my thing anymore. So that's why I was like, I really need to do a good clear out and a good sort out, because I've changed, like my style personality has changed. So yeah, so that's why I've ended up basically getting rid of good things like my pink coat, but it will go to a good home and someone else will love it as well. So yeah, so I'm going to put everything now back into my wardrobe, and then it's all done, which didn't take that long whatsoever. I've still got another wardrobe to tackle, but this wardrobe, it didn't take long whatsoever. So yeah, let's get going. Another thing I will say though is, if you can, try not to hang up your knitwear. Try and keep them folded. If you have like a chest of drawers or anything like that, try and keep them folded inside there. Try not to hang them up, because when you start hanging them up, they'll lose all like their shape and they just won't sit right on you. Thing is, I have jumper dresses, so I will have to obviously hang them up, but things like jumpers and stuff, they're so much better off if they're folded, because they'll stay in shape, they'll look so much better. So yeah, there's just a little tip there for you. Always, always, always fold up your knitwear. And then the last and final step is how you want your wardrobe to be organised and how you want your clothes to sit. So what I mean by is, I've put some clothes back now. I will have some more clothes going back in here, but I just wanted to show you so you can get the gist of it. So the way I like to organise my clothes is I like them to sit in categories. So I've got skirts, trousers, dresses, cardigans, jackets, and then coats. And the way I like to do it for me is like length. So for the length of my skirts, it's the smaller ones, then obviously I go into midi length, and then I have trousers and which ones are longer there. When it comes to dresses, I go by like the sleeve length. So if I have like sleeveless dresses, they'll go first, and then long sleeve, they'll go next. And then the same obviously when it comes to coats, like which one is longer at the bottom. And that's the way I like to organise my... There are other ways that you can do it. Oh, I zoomed in really close then, didn't I? Coming out of my wardrobe. There are other ways you can do it. You can organise it like that, or you can organise it in like colour. If you are someone that has a colourful wardrobe, you can go through the colour of the rainbow, so it looks like a really beautiful aesthetic wardrobe. You could go through something like that. Whichever way basically works for you. And then, actually saying that, that's not the last step. The final step is actually looking into your wardrobe and thinking what your missing gaps are. So are you missing more basics? So could you be missing more like, for example, turtleneck jumpers? Could you be missing something like that? Could you be missing a midi coat? Could you be missing a pair of trousers, a pair of black trousers? Have a look through your wardrobe and think what you're missing, so you can make more and more outfits with the clothes that you've already got in your wardrobe. And then you are officially done. You are done. You are in your wardrobe reset for 2025. You are finished. You are in brand new energy. You've got rid of all that old negative energy. It's like a huge, massive cleanse. So let me know how you get on. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video and if you learnt something. So yeah, so that is how to reset your wardrobe. So keep that handy, because you might need it for next year, or I might redo it again next year just to jog your memory and get you going again. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.